projects don't fail because people aren't smart. They fail because people aren't aligned. Expectations shift. Communication breaks down. Politics creep in. I had something most new PMs today don't. Managers who coached you like a sports team, companies who invested in real training, senior PMs and colleagues who had time to mentor you. Today, most new PMs get tossed into the deep end and told to figure it out. No playbook. No real coaching, no backup. Just hope. But hey, I'm Nigel Thomas, and that's exactly why I started Simplify Management. To be the coach I was lucky enough to have for project managers who are figuring it out the hard way. Let me tell you a story one of my early coaches shared with me. And honestly, it's one of the best explanations of project management I've ever heard. And it starts with a dinner party. So picture this. Val turns to her husband, Ron, one November afternoon and says, "Hey, we should host a Christmas party this year." And Ron, being a very smart husband, immediately says, "Great idea, dear." He accepts the project before reading any requirements. Classic mistake. But this is when having a party suddenly becomes Project Holiday Happiness 1.0, whether Ron likes it or not. The moment the words leave Ron's mouth, Val goes full project manager. She starts firing questions like she's drafting a scope statement. Is it a holiday party or a Christmas party? Do we want a theme? Are we serving cocktails, appetizers, full dinner? Are people bringing their own drinks, or are we supplying it? Do we cater, potluck, BYOB formal, casual activities? Ron's standing there thinking, I thought we were just having people over. Nope, not anymore. After extensive discussion, Val decides it's a dinner party, 8 guests plus the 2 of them, absolutely no potluck. Last year's disaster is still a traumatic memory. Definitely not renting a venue. Definitely not inviting 20 people. They reject more ideas in 20 minutes than most executives do in a quarterly meeting. Why? Because Val understands something every great PM knows. Scope creep kills projects. Val sets the budget, $25 per person for food, total $300. And then she creates a separate wine budget, which is honestly the most realistic part of this entire story. Ron suggests 3 bottles. Val, who actually knows their friends, says make it 5. This is what we call risk-based planning. Next, invitations. Because nothing says informal dinner like a 2-page charter disguised as a party invite. Emailed invitations, optional paper invitations. Contingency date if the invitation is the project charter. It tells you when it starts, where to go, what to bring, what not to bring, what's provided, who the sponsors are, Val and Ron, and what the scope absolutely doesn't include. No, Ron, we are not adding karaoke. Val finalizes decor, existing holiday setup, low effort, low scope, brilliant. Dinner music playlist, after dinner dancing playlist, food delivery. Ron is quietly praying he won't be assigned to post-event dishwashing. Finally, Val outlines who cleans what, who collects dishes, who manages leftovers, who shuffles people to the door when it's time for them to go, who takes out garbage, who resets the house for normal life the next morning. Ladies and gentlemen, this wasn't just a dinner party. This was a fully executed project lifecycle hiding behind a charcuterie board. We plan parties the same way we run projects. We just never call it project management. Think about it. Goal, scope, budget, timeline, stakeholders, risks, deliverables, communications, the charter, your invitation. If you've ever hosted a dinner party, congratulations, you already understand project management. Next time someone says PM is complicated, just ask, have you ever planned a party with someone like Val? Because if you have, you've already lived through a full project. I've spent more than 20 years delivering complex projects for organizations of every size and coached dozens of PMs. We've built a community where you get real skills, real support, and a team that actually has your back. If you're feeling stuck, stressed, or unsure where your career is heading, you're not alone, and you don't have to navigate it alone anymore. Click here to join the next cohort for How to Be a Great Project Manager, your first 30 days. Let's help you move from overwhelmed to unstoppable.